Yo, what's up everybody? You know what time it is? Yes, it's that time of year. Time for some WGI reactions. Alright, if you guys are new to my channel, please make sure you hit that subscribe button down below that says subscribe. That way you're notified anytime I put out a new video in regards to the marching arts, marching bands, drum lines, indoor percussion, all that good stuff. Yeah, I do reaction videos too around, this time of year. So I don't always do reaction videos, but I do them. Hopefully you guys enjoy it, and if you guys want more of it, maybe I'll do some more later. I don't know. Anyway, so yeah, subscribe, hit that red button down below, and make sure the notification bell is ringing as well. That way you are notified first anytime I put out a new video. So subscribe, hit that notification bell, and let's get to the video. Okay, so today I want to react to, I always love reacting to these videos of Broken City Percussion. I've never seen their show before, and this is my first time watching it. I really love the work that Mike Jackson does, and and the entire team over there. And of course they have some great talent in that line as well. So I'm going to watch this show for the first time, and I want to capture my reaction to it on camera. So here we go.
Broken City.
Alright, here we go. Woo, I am so hyped. I'm pumped. Very ominous beginning. Starting with bass drums. The dynamics. The dynamic contrast. So good. Flams. Yeah, same reaction as the audience. Like, woo, yeah. I just like to say right now, I'd hate to be a quad player in this day and age with all the, getting up on your knees and stuff. Props to the tenor players these days. So, I mean, I can't imagine how hard it would be to play a role that decrescendos while you're getting ready to kneel down. It's pretty, like, seriously, my mind is blown every time. Or a decrescendo single as you start to kneel. Like, it's challenging enough. Like, without kneeling, Such a simple visual, but that was really cool. Like all this. So dramatic. Like this whole show is dramatic. I don't know exactly what it all means. I just know it's dramatic. Yeah. Thank you for leading us into that, quads. Yes, nice. Okay, music box there. That's so dark. Man, okay, that was cool. That was cool. Yeah. So what I really like is the fact that, I mean, obviously the players are really good, but it's not just like a note fest. It's not like a ram fest. It's not just displaying all these. I mean, what was really cool is, like, there was a lot of effects. There was a lot of musical effects, and like I said, like, the show is very dramatic, and I think it's also musically dramatic as well. I think that's the coolest part about the show. Again, like, I'm not totally sure what the storyline is, so I think what I want to do is, so I believe there's a video out there by Karl Tsuchiya, who is marching snare in this show, and I think he kind of explained what the show is about. So I kind of want to watch that right now, and I'm going to react to it. So maybe you guys have seen it, maybe you haven't, but why don't we watch it together? Let's see.
I'm making the WGI Finals vlog right now. It's in the middle of the editing process. It's taking a while.
Hurry up!
A lot of footage, and the video is going to be long, but I'm really excited to share it with you guys. It's going to be good. But I had to put a pause on that for a second to turn the camera on and address the question, what was Broken City's show about? I know most of you have seen it already, probably.
No, I have.
Whether it be in person at the arena or the YouTube video or something. But if you haven't seen it, that's actually a good thing. Don't watch it until after this video. I can't tell you guys how many times I've been asked what the show is about. And I don't blame you guys at all for wanting to know. I think this activity has sort of trained us as observers and as fans to always try to latch on to the literal meaning of a show and reward those shows that have a story that's easy to follow or a message that can be clearly understood. Our show was not that at all. And that's not really what Broken City has ever done. And that's part of what drew me to Broken City in the first place. Some people might think the shows come across as confusing or boring, but I find them to be artistic and emotional and refreshing. And I think I can say that without being cocky because I'm not the one that designs the show. Mike Jackson designs the show, and he's brilliant. I think we need to get rid of the notion that you must be able to understand every little detail about a show and a show's story in order to like it. If judges thought that way, we'd start to see the same cookie cutter shows year after year that follow the same formula and tell a basic story because that's what would get the highest scores. And eventually we'd run out of stories to tell. I think that for Broken City shows, especially this year's, constantly searching for the meaning of the show while you view it actually takes away from your experience as the viewer. I can tell you right now, it would be impossible for you to figure out what the designer was thinking when putting together all parts of the show. And if you try to do so, your mind will just get cluttered with all these unnecessary thoughts and questions. And you might even start to get frustrated, either at yourself for not being able to figure it out, or at the designer for not making things more clear. There are other ensembles out there that put on shows where you can approach things that way as a viewer and be successful, but not for Broken City shows. So, I'm not going to tell you my interpretation of the show. And I'm not going to tell you my understanding of Mike Jackson's interpretation of the show either.
Okay.
Our show was designed to be a personal experience unique to each viewer.
That's cool.
I can only know what it means to me. And I don't want to share with you because I don't want to influence how you experience it for yourself.
Okay.
Go watch the show. Either again, if you've seen it already, or for the first time, if you haven't. And preferably watch it legally on Flow Marching. And try to take a more big picture approach to watching the show. Don't overanalyze, and just allow yourself to feel what you feel and think what you think throughout the entire thing. There is an intellectual storyline, okay? But don't get too caught up in what it all is. Just accept what you are and aren't able to latch onto, and embrace the show for what it is. A nuanced piece of art that is unique, demanding, frankly terrifying to perform, and refreshing. And if after all that you still don't really get it or find it boring or whatever, that's okay. It's your opinion, and maybe Broken City just isn't the group for you. There are plenty of other groups out there that you can watch that play more notes, that are louder and at more of a constant tempo and that tell a story that's easier to follow. They're great too. It's just different is all.
Yeah.
Okay, I think that's all I wanted to say. WGI Finals vlog coming soon.
That was cool. Okay, cool. I got it. Yeah, I wish I'd seen this before watching the show, but because I understand why he would say that. But yeah, there's so many things that was different about it, right? And that's kind of like what I said. It was just the show's very dramatic. It's not just a note fest. There's so many things going on musically. Where it's like there's a moment that happens, like maybe a bass drum lick that decrescendos and this kind of fades away, and it's like that silence kind of lingers for a bit, and you're just like, cool, like that it kind of gives you like a certain feeling whenever you hear or see certain moments visually too. Simple visuals that make you go, oh, like cool. And at the end, at the end of the day, I'm not sure what the show means. I like the music box at the end. It was caged for a second. I didn't mention this, but it kind of felt like, maybe this is your song that is, that is trapped, and you have to kind of let that song go and let the world hear it. You need to put it out there, not be afraid, and just there's a lot of people that die without their song being heard. Do you know what I'm saying? Like there's a lot of people who are afraid to let their song out, or just they kind of hold themselves back, and they die, like not having fully experienced the freedom of just putting yourself out there, letting your song, your ideas, your thoughts, your philosophies be heard. For me, that's kind of what it meant at the end with the music box. So, and that's a very personal thing for me, which is what was the intent of the show, which is for the audience to have a personal experience, to have a personal, storyline that they can kind of attach to it. And that was mine. But you can interpret it any way you want to, right? That's what art is. That is like, not everybody's going to get the same interpretation, and you shouldn't, right? And art is very subjective. Art is, it's something that just can't be easily described. You know what I mean? And I'm struggling with it right now, and that's okay, because that's what art should be, right? And I think the group and the designers have been very successful in making that connection, that personal connection with the audience, just making personal connection with me, just in me watching it. So that was really cool. So thank you, Kyle. Thank you to the entire Broken City ensemble. You guys were awesome. And to you guys, thank you for watching. And I'll see you guys next time. Now, what you guys should do is watch my reaction videos from last year by clicking over here and then subscribing over here. Peace. Catch you guys on the next video.